Hello, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to
Traces of the
PATHOLOGIC.
supernatural reveal themselves more often than intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to. Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago, crawl back into the light from ancient times. The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above us, and among us, staying hidden until we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
Okay, so what are we doing? What is today's quest? Find out who killed the immortal Simon Kane. My gentle associate, myself as advisor, Isidore Burak was the last person to see Simon Kane alive. If it wasn't for Burak's guidance, I never would have come to the backwood domain. All the more reason to start my pursuit with him. Okay, thank you. I need to find Simon Burak. Where am I going? What do I have? I have a scalpel and the gloves and some drugs and I have a lot of food actually. That's cool. And some weird things. How am I doing? I'm healthy. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, where does Mr. Burak live? Where have I... Oh, this is where Isidore Burak lives. Oh, okay, so I just need to find a way in. Do you have a door, mister? Oh, hi, there we go. Hello, sirs. It's locked. What's with that? What are you guys doing? Hi. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Who was killed? Well, you're not local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Burak, a great surgeon, a benefactor to us all, and an all-around skilled doc, an outstanding man, beloved and well-respected by us locals. Does it really always have to take the very best? A foul time to live in. I knew him, I'm a doctor too. Whoever killed our only dog must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, cause he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too, and this is merely the beginning. What makes you so sure? See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There was a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead and bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased man had been renowned step walker, and the dust was all covered in hoof steps and like traces of sharp bone, I guess. As if someone was using a walking stick around here. I'm telling you, sir, it's her. The Shabnak Adir, the clay man-eater. Okay, I want to inspect the building. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Zaburov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected, for it is they that's been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in that town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's the road. You just take that road up there and get to the cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. I should have said that from the start, okay? So, that way, this way, the rod. The Sabros have been living here since the town was founded. So, around the place and to this. Okay, thank you. Hello, you guys. round here. Was it round here? Yeah, round here. Am I good? Yeah. Yep, sure. And from here... I'm not sure, entirely sure. Actually, let's go around here, and then this road. Oh yeah, it's that big ass building right here, isn't it? Oh yeah. Hello. Knock knock. Hi. I'm just... Oh. Nothing in your drawers, okay. That's cool. Hello, sir. Feel like talking to me?
Mr. Haruspex is trying to prove his innocence. It's a no-go.
So, I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like the messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinion in high regard? Who do I have the pleasure to speaking to, sir? I'm a ruler. Astrology can be very curious, but I cannot allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to factual circumstances. Would you agree? Yes, definitely.
The rabble is completely out of control.
So you've...
They must have been bottling up their lowly instincts for quite some time.
Blah, blah, blah. You've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet with him first and foremost, but now that it's turned out that... yeah. He's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life too. At least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Okay, who is it? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learned, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. How do you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, Bachelor? Yeah, sure. Well, you should get to know my wife then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters first and foremost. Rationalists. She's got something to say to you too, by the way. So, your wife called out Isidore's son specifically. Not specifically, no, but it all adds up, and the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidore's house. That's not enough. I'll have to take the investigation into my own hands. Is there anyone who can be able to help me, apart from your wife? There are very few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one Yulia Luricheva. Perhaps. A most level-headed and reasonable person. The only person to remain skeptical about Katarina's talents, too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. What is this, Yulia? She came here with an engineering team when the town was being built. Did logistics and maybe communications, not sure. They said she is a true expert in her field. Smart, yes, a polymath. Then the team left, but she stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness. Okay, I'll speak to this Julia. Yes, intelligent Julia lives here. Lovely. Can I get into the house? Do you have any weapons? Who are the people guarding Isidore's house? Those are volunteer patrolmen. We usually keep around 20 of them, but I've increased the number recently to 150 or so. Why do you need so many? There's unrest in Termitry. If I weren't certain that Isidore's been murdered by his son, I would even consider the crime to be politically motivated. Isidore was preparing to take over the kin and become its leader, at least according to the information I have. What is the kin? The steppe people who work in the abattoir. Many of the factory workmen. An ignorant patriarchal pile that hasn't changed much since the Stone Age. They look human enough, but if you look closer, they're just beasts. Believe me when I'm telling you that I'm not snobbish in the slightest, But there's a good reason to call them that. Yes, Isidore always had the air of a person untouched by civilization. Yeah, I see. I don't think you're aware of the fact that Isidore came to me last night, just after he had returned, and warned me that there was some ominous events ahead of us. I took that as an unofficial warning about his upcoming takeover. Curious. Thank you for telling me this.
His innocence.
Yes. Do you have any weapons? No, I've just finished distributing remaining weapons to patrolmen sent to Bone Lake Stake Lodge. Rumor has it something's brewing there. The rabble are trying to catch some man-eater all agog. But even if I had weapons, I wouldn't give any to you. Why in the world should I? Something's brewing. What exactly? They're going to lynch a woman, I think. There's a superstition circulating among the people, a myth of a man-eater from a steppe, a creature called Shabnak Adir. Supposedly it can only take female form, even though it's made up of all sorts of filth. Where are my patrolmen, though? Where is this lot? Bonestake Lot is located somewhere among the back alleys right in the middle of Earth, between the Tanners and the Skinners district. It used to be a huge dump, and before that the mob had used it for their barbaric gatherings. Some time ago they reclaimed the dump and revived the tradition. Is that the best description you can offer? It won't be easy to find a place. You want to see the man-eater too? Don't. They're just dirty rumors, most likely, and you'll find the poor victim of a frenzied mob there. That's what the patrolmen are for. As for better description, you can look the huge upright boulder standing there since the beginning of time. Neolithic artifact. I see. Thank you. Okay, well, I guess I just have to go to Julia's place then. It is right there. Wait, I need to go... Hello, who are you? My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dearest doing? Is everything okay? Everyone's tired of their endless construction work. We want some quiet. Is there a lot of constructions going on? No, not a lot, but I cannot shrug away the feeling that the world is changing all too quickly. The rulers invite architects from the capital and they turn everything upside down. It's fun for the children, but torment to us. Sorry to hear that. Okay. That was strange interaction there. Okay. Ooh, a bottle. And nothing. Wait, where am I going? That's the wrong direction. I need to get to the other side of that river. Okay. Yeah, let's find a bridge. There is a bridge maybe somewhere. Yeah, okay, follow this. Follow this. And we'll be fine. We'll be just fine. It looks almost beautiful. Except the music is super creepy. And I'm afraid... Oh, hello. What's that place? Oh, it's the rich assholes. Oh, I guess he wasn't an asshole. He was a little bit of an asshole. But yeah, okay. This way, and then from here we follow the riverbank back up. And I think there somewhere is Julia's house. Possibly, maybe. Would it be this one? No, but I still kind of need to go through here. Oh, is that the monolith? And then, is it that building there? Yes, it is. Hi there, child. Julia. Talk to me, would you? Thank you, darling. Hello? Where are you? Oh, there. Hi. I will check out your things. There's nothing here. Hi.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
Oh. I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune, things no longer add up. Before I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? The step air is way too thick, I think that's what's causing it. It happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept for a while, have you? Okay, let's try that. Oh no, Herba Trivinae is in blossom, I grant you, but then it blossoms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with these stupefying vapors. The issue I'm having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It is just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. Everyone has that ability. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Let me elucidate. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murderer. This line of philosophizing is barely an intellectual novelty, and is particularly relevant in our neck of the woods. I sometimes feel like I could touch the notions of cause and effect with the tips of my fingers, but now I'm being tedious, I reckon. No, not at all.
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
Okay, so you have traveled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. I have to find out who the killer is, and I wanted to ask for your help. I doubt I can do it on my own. Tell me plain and simple, what do you make of all this? I've yet to meet anyone who would help me the slightest way. Do you like Eva Jan? Yeah, okay, what do you make of it? So I've heard. A wisecrack I know says that while you are trying to complete the portrait of the killer is busy painting yours. Hilarious, isn't it? The hunter becomes the hunted. However, to put it bluntly, you have become the keynote of this particular plot. The intrigue is so rich it will keep you busy for a week, if not longer than that. What would you do if you were me? If you want my advice, I wouldn't trust what our feudals tell you. The perpetual triangle of influence means that every party concerned will do their best to use your authority to their own benefit. I'm not that conceited. Perhaps people of lower standing would not try to use me. It's more likely that people of such standing will be much too scared to cooperate. Given your position, you may want to try your luck with the shadow cabinet of local nobility, the women of influence. They know much more than the simple townsfolk, yet they care much less than the families in power. Who are these ladies? Such a way of saying it will be of relevance strict within the specific context of values and perceptions characteristic of a backwoods hole like ours. The catch is that the aristocracy is not defined by birthright here. Rather, the status is granted by the degree of enigmatic fascination that a woman is possessed of. Questionable background, audacity of demeanor, you know, the whole assortment. Do tell me who these ladies are. Lara, Eva, yours truly, and last but not least, Maria. I wouldn't listen to Katerina if I were you. Her morphine habit has turned her into a walking corpse. The others, however, are liable to deceive. You don't like being lied to, do you? You can't stand it. It's better to die than to lie. I see. Perhaps you like being played with, then. even less so. In this case, Maria seems to be your best bet. She is too arrogant to lie and too respectful to dare to play with you. You should value the affection of someone this proud, but I digress. What is your intended course of action? I need to think, if you please. I will ask more questions if something... blah blah blah. It depends. It seems the Kinds have been so considerate as to promote me to the rank of bait. There is no need for any special efforts to play that role. The main thing is to be available. Oh, is that it? Will you tell me anything else?
Goal, the heart insensibly drags us towards another.
Saburov told me you have gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. I'm certainly no better investigator than you. I've never had a chance to search for a murder before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entity seems most fitting. Shabnak Adir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside his mansion in a chamber with some peculiar name. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned by the Canes. It would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. But did they want to do it, I mean? In all likelihood, they did. Their respect for Simon was nothing compared to the adoration felt by the common townspeople. After all, every kind suffers the same kind of benign insanity that leads to people pursuing their own fantasies, and a little else other than that. This indulgence is something that Simon would likely stand in the way of. So you think the cause of death is poison? I don't believe you understand what he died in focus really implies. Do you know what the Kinds refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Kinds for you. These kinds of innuendos are their forte. Well, what is this focus then? The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematical rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon has brought the killer with him, or rather within him, since no physical object may be brought into focus either. How do you know? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manners of synthetic anomalies. Why is it so difficult to pronounce these words? They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a Kunststück that would allow them to wrap space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysicality of focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside. A curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? That's why I'm trying to trace Isidore's steps. I want to walk the same route, don't get me wrong though. Was Isidore seen with Saburov by any chance? He was. He warned Saburov of an upcoming storm. Yes. Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either of the Olgimsky family should have been on his initiatory, especially since Burak was one of their own men. Really, definitely. The Bull project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Olgimskys. If Isidore's discovery had anything to do at all with the kin, Isidore would have certainly relayed it to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the lump. That's the name of the Olgimskis mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Julia. Thank you very much. Okay, so now I get to the building that I was... where I started the first trial of this really, really weird game. Maybe I should just go there next. Following in Isidor's wake, making certain the trail of his footsteps will lead me to the Crucible. There is little doubt in my mind that Isidor was well acquainted with each and every family in power, but it was Olgimskis that held Isidor's leash. The relationship rooted in unbreakable familial loyalty. Is it with the Olgimskis that I must make my next destination? Well, while I am here, I probably could go and meet this Lara person. She lived somewhere here. Wait, she lives right there. No, right there. Okay. Okay. Where is the door? The door is right here. Hi! Who are you? You don't talk to me. You are no? Where is... These people are really strange. Oh, hi, you must be Lara. Hello.
Does he really cut people?
You're the person that came to Mariakaina in a dream. I recognized you straight away. My name is Lara, and this is The Shelter. You are always welcome here. My name is Daniel Dankovsky. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. You always have guests, but your face looks sad. Well, yes, I'm the mistress of this house, after all. That doesn't mean I'm a mistress, mind you. Not with a capital M. I won't ever become one, but I can also serve people to the best of my ability. Who are the capital mistresses, then? The mistresses of the town. We call them dream mistresses. Kaina, Olgimskaya, and Saburova. Now, after Victoria's and Nina's departure, it's their daughters who are trying to see the future. They are far less impressive than their mothers for now, of course. Maria is probably the best. It's good to see children continuing the life work of their parents. Why are you frowning? I'm just in a melancholic mood. We are way too used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything to back to order. You are quite successful.
There are dark rings under your eyes.
Yes. I know you're a doctor, a wonderful one at that. A celebrity medic. Everyone in our small town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm very glad you are here, because I want you to do a certain good thing. Can I ask a favor of you? Depends on what you need. According to Katerina, I don't have that much time left. She's a mistress, isn't it? A few years ago, a child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. 10 or so came down with serious illnesses. It made us worried, but unfortunately we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. In the end, it turned out that children were dying because of a game. What in the world? What kind of game kills children? They were playing... what did they call it? Well, it was some kind of medical game. They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Then they healed each other with it. Back then the game just faded into obscurity, but now I've heard they were contemplating to doing it again. Someone has already been poisoned. What can I do? I'm not poisoning specialist. I can do examination, of course, but... No, it's much simpler. There's a house somewhere in the town, either abandoned or just unoccupied. That's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please use your standing and your celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella, Olgimski's daughter, believes that the house will be unlocked today. Okay, I'll do my best. How can I find the house? Capella mentioned it's next to one of the ruins. My friend couldn't hear them properly. Have you seen those stone stairways to heaven? I think you might even be able to see the house you're looking for from Eva Jan's window. But most importantly, it should be unlocked. Do people around here ever leave their doors unlocked? In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes, we do, but generally houses are supposed to be locked up because they are occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors. And now that everyone's so afraid of the man-eater, of course everything is locked. In that case, he won't be too hard to find, okay? So now do I have a quest? Yes, other task. Many-legged fugitive. Okay, let's go this way. Do that side quest real quick, and then where was I going? Oh yes, Olgimskis. Maybe I should talk to you.
I'm having chest pain.
I found more about our morning visitors. It turned out to be runaways. Can you imagine? What visitors? The ones that made a fire in our backyard. They were coughing, croaking, and groaning at sunrise, remember? Oh, what of them? The Olgimskis have closed the termitory again, and those who have managed to escape from there are now being hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them have run away, and some went into hiding somewhere in the town, and Capella is worried. What's she worried about? Capella and Vlad Younger are poles apart. Vlad's primary concern is the interests of the family, so the sister is worried that the brother will kill the runaway. She'd rather have him survive the night and escaped into the steppe. Look at the runaways be hiding in a hospice in Earth. Well, hospice is just a name, really. What are you planning to... Are you planning to visit the place? Then help them escape into the steppe before Vlad sends mercenaries after them. That would be a good deed. We've had enough murders, haven't we? Try to speak to Vlad the Younger about this. Do you know where he lives? I'll see what I can do. Yeah, sure. Runaway Bircher. Yeah, that's there.
I had a feeling you would come.
Do you know about... What are the ruins outside your window? Is it the stairway to heaven? Yes, thank you. It's on the other side of the guzzle. This ruin is the one that's closer to the theater. It looks better from the second floor. What are these ruins? They look ancient, but the construct is recent. Oh, that's an old dream of Samathins. They are architects, you know. They wanted to overcome the force of gravity. These ruins were kind of an attempt to do so. They were built by the Peters Stamathin. Can you imagine they still live here? Still haven't gone back to home to capital. Who are they? Please tell me if it's not a long story. It will take as long as you want to, although one can talk about them for hours. Where should I start? The brilliant architects built something famous in the capital. That's three-storied garden of frozen springs. Really? They died, didn't they? Nope, they moved here to build the polyhedron and have been living here since then. Maybe almost 10 years now. They stayed for Mistress Nina. And the polyhedron is that the tower on the other side of the river. Yeah, the new quarter, or the spectacular tower, they call it. Do you like it? How does it stand? I have no idea. It's a mystery. Everyone says it's impossible. A miracle. Yes, a real miracle. Only real miracle that I've seen. The only miracle so real that you can touch it with your hands. Well, besides you, of course. Okay. I only wanted to know more about the ruins. I need them as a reference point. Thank you. That way. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing. But I guess that's the... Yeah, those ruins there. Are they the stairway to heaven? Hi there, kids. Wait, could you talk with me? That's startling. What's wrong with you? They're playing, huh? Whoever finds another one first gets to eat them. These are the rules. What are you talking about? That's how the hide and seek works. You are the hunter, you are the hunted. Whoever finds the opponent first kills them. Thank you for the lesson. Are you really playing hide and seek with the man-eater? Yes, and when I catch him, I'll kill him. Be careful though, everyone is rather frightened. He's a good runner and has strong teeth. A good eater too. A gobbler even. Sure, I'll be careful. Can I fall down? I don't want to try. Because I probably can. Oosh! Yep. Yep. That's what happened. Okay. This time, let's not climb the ruins. Instead, start searching for an unlocked house. Somewhere near here. Oh! Found it. Hello. Well, isn't this a creepy ass place? Hi. Pickles. I can't pick up the pickles, but I do have bread now. That door is closed. That's where I came from. That's upstairs. Oh my god. This is actually kind of scary. Also, there's a bed I could probably... Oh, wait a moment now. Uh-huh. Okay, I see. I see. Now that I've found this as the Bachelor, then I could use this. Oh, hi! You are creepy. Like something out of that new Pet Cemetery movie. Hi. Doghead. May I inquire as to how you found this place, sir? By accident, I'm investigating the murder of Simon Kine. Will answer my questions. Who are you? We're rehearsing actually, also looking for something we needed for the game. Nothing special, just some junk. That doesn't sound too convincing. I'm not a man to be trifled with. I know everything. Try again and try to be honest this time, yeah. Yeah, well, it can't be fixed now anyway. Alright, I'll tell you. Who knows, perhaps you'll be even able to help. The kids are in danger. We've come here to get schmovders, but someone has already looted the cash. Maybe it was Capella's doing. She's probably distributed them among her minions, the pagan. How is it dangerous? The little ones are playing epidemic again. They wanted to get their hands on these damn schmolders so very much. So now we need to catch the kiddies. I mean all the kiddies in town, one by one, and pry the schmolders from their hands. See, the common opinion is that schmolders can cure all kinds of ailments and stuff, but in truth they're deadly. Why were they produced in the first place? An adult will be severely poisoned, they'll be bedridden for a week or so, and that's it. But it spells doom for little kids. How are children supposed to cure themselves then? All children should come to our polyhedron. They'll be safe there. You mean that old structure next to the crucible? Please don't tell me someone's living in there. The spectacular tower is on the other side of the river. There is no death, no grief, no boredom, and no disease there. That is proven for certain. Only dumbheads leave it voluntarily, if you ask me. You have to be an absolute thick and heartless creature lacking any semblance of imagination to refuse something of the sort. That's some story embroidering, mate. Wait, I'm not done with you, mister. We would have called you to come by our place, but we can't. No adults allowed. That's fine, I'll live with that. No, wait, I'm not... Okay, I guess I am done with you then. That was creepy. That was super creepy. I did not like that. Oh, hello, drugs. Yeah, take all the drugs. Anything on the stove? No? Oh, hey, there's another one. Hi. Oh man, I told them to escape straight away without tossing a coin. Explain yourself. How are we supposed to find the schmolders now? Do we seriously need to detain every little kid in the street? What do we barter with them for? And we can't take the schmolders by force. Bullying is against the rules. Khan would totally bite our heads off for that. Who's Khan? Khan is our leader. He is the commander-in-chief and the steward of the spectacular tower. I see. Wait. Relax, it's only a mask. Nothing to gawp at, really. We put them on for the intimidation factor. Then stop ogling me like I'm an oddity too. Wait. Dog heads. Oh, wait a moment now. Okay, now don't fall down the stairs, thank you. In my previous playthrough as the Haruspecs, they told me that one of the kids had stolen the medication. So... Oh, there's another one of these. Wait, there are two of these hideous monstrosities? There are two of these monstrosities, okay. Cool. Windows of this house are bricked in. Badgrief's lair. Castle of the Soul that halves. Rubin's Prosectorium, yeah. Okay, let's see the house whose windows are bricked in while we're at it. And then go to see whoever I was going to see. But yeah, the children talked about medicines being stolen. So yeah, these stories too line up with each other. Wait, is that... Yeah, that's the one. Okay, I don't have an empty bottle. Fine. Yeah, this is Victor's place, right? Yeah. Oh, you found me here. Well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact that everyone knows about you either. The rumor of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come? I've come for some sightseeing. There was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen. The children were playing in the mud as usual, but then suddenly they ran away from the sandbox and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. However, none of them were wounded, neither were any of them surprised. What's the solution? When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there, only sticks and stones. What do you make of it? Your children play peculiar games. Probably dug out a dead cat. Nice to meet a person with a skeptical mind. I'm Vladislav Olgimsky, the younger one, of course. And you are, of course, Danil Dankovsky. Nice to meet you.
There's this thing that needs
See how it all turns out. I used to keep this place secret, but all this secret seems so childish now. What do you think about Simon's death? I know that Simon had limited his social activity just before his departure. He only received 2 visitors. I know nothing of the first, but the second was none other than Isidor Burak. The fact that he was killed the same night makes you think, doesn't it? The killer took out the witness. The Olgimskis weren't exactly delighted with Isidor, were they? You are correct. I'm willing to admit it, as you can see. Were I not absolutely positive that my father's isn't innocent, I would have never confessed it, even though we share the mutual distaste for one another. Father needed Isidore. He was of much use to him, and that is the ultimate argument in my father's favor. Was he useful as a healer? Isidore wasn't a doctor, he was more of an herbalist. He never studied medicine, all his recipes were about plants and roots, so to speak. He was knowledgeable, true, a sorcerer if you will, but a very different one from Simon, an earthen sorcerer. I've never heard that Simon used to be a sorcerer before. Simon was a theurgist. Isidore was a witch doctor. And you think Isidore the witch doctor has managed to achieve the unachievable, possible theory, but rather questionable. Okay. Well, wait. Can I still... Dude, talk to me.
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven.
You don't see anything... Oh, okay. That was all. Okay. So now I have that placed map down. Then I need to go... Yeah, I needed to head this way to meet the runaway. But I think I will leave this episode of PATHOLOGIC Classic HD right here. I've been playing quite a while already again, so I will leave this here. I'll loot some trash cans while I'm at it. Thank you all so much for watching this. If you liked it, do let me know. I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you again next time.